In contrast to the effortless nature of consumer payments, business-to-business payments continue to be unwieldy processes, full of friction.
Unlike other industries which have been transformed by digital technology, business payments have been ever more complex and more expensive. For example, travel agents can spend over a fifth of their profits on the cost of payments processing. They're squeezed between intense competition on one hand and price transparency on the other.
Startups and SMEs have often been the most successful agents of innovation, but this is not so in payments. Today, SMEs simply don't have access to the payments infrastructure to be able to challenge the status quo.
Understandably, the banks are just not geared up to provide SMEs with access to sensitive infrastructure. Even if the collective creativity and energy of innovative SMEs are a massive untapped opportunity, for banks, the cost of collaborating with SMEs individually is simply too prohibitive. Questions around security and compliance and around confusing liability when things go wrong are problems all holding open payments back.
Regulators, to their credit, are addressing this through legislation, mandating that banks open their systems to third parties. However, there is a real lack of technology to support this openness in a safe, secure and compliant way. Recent legislation only provides for limited access to licensed third parties, and the open access standards might end up being so complex and constraining as to be almost unworkable for the most in-demand payment applications.
At Exaris, we want to change this and deliver truly open, verifiably safe access to payments infrastructure so that innovators, large or small, can realize the full potential of the digital transformation of payments.
Since April 2015, we've been working with a number of payments industry heavyweights to create the Open Payments Cloud. The OPC is the culmination of a 2-year project, which is part funded by the European Union's Horizon 2020 Fund. The OPC is a truly safe and compliant environment that will deliver growth benefits for all participants.
Developers can access open banking infrastructure on which to base their payment apps. Banks can gain access to the long tail of payments requirements that they currently can't serve. Other service providers, for example forex providers, money transfer services, KYC compliance providers and many more can connect into the OPC and facilitate a new breed of payments apps, growing their revenues in the process. For small businesses and many corporates too, the OPC will provide a payment store where off-the-shelf payment capability can be acquired for myriad requirements.
So how does it work? The beauty of the OPC and the secret to its scalability is the way it safely industrializes and automates compliance and security. Personal and identifiable customer data, for example, is completely inaccessible to developers, whilst detailed codification of regulations means compliance checking can be automated, greatly accelerating the process of payment program approval. So all those payments needs, from would-be vibrant, thriving businesses, which are currently unmet, can now be delivered by the Open Payments Cloud.
At Exaris, we're very excited about the possibilities open payments will bring. Whether you're a would-be user,
A developer,
service provider,
or a bank,
or you're simply interested in learning more, please get in touch today.